serious, has a friend ever done / said something that just straight up ended the friendship? What happened? She said that relationships were more important than school as a reason for refusing to help on a group project. She was obsessed with her new boyfriend and didn't want to do anything else. We sent the emails to our physics teacher and she got put into her own group. People like that are why I dread group projects. Glad the teacher backed you up. Hey, do you wanna be your own boss and retire by 25? I recently had a girl from high school hounding me about this crap. First to buy, which I told her no because I'm not spending what little disposable income I have on those products. Then to sell, which I told her I'm all set because I have anxiety. I was so nice about it, thanked her for offering, thought that was it. Nope, long Hunbot-esque paragraph about how she was shy too. But this company is making her branch out and she's shocked how comfortable she's gotten. All you have to do is, like, mom, I said no. Also about jobs. Don't you think it's time you got a proper job? As a response to not being able to afford to go out clubbing. I have 2 jobs, one is freelance, not a proper job. She is a single mum of 2, living off the government. Popping pills at the weekends when the kids are with dad. I was 16 and had my first boyfriend. I confided in my best friend of a decade that I was really upset because he got annoyed at something I said at Baskin Robbins and threw me against a table and then down on the floor, and that it wasn't the first time he'd shoved me around. She told me that she didn't want to hear it and that I had no right to complain because unlike her, at least I had a boyfriend. That was pretty much that for our friendship. Edit to add, so people can stop freaking, yes, I broke up with him, and it was like 2.5 decades ago. I'm in a safe and loving marriage. Hope you got rid of him too. Jesus fuck, please tell us you dumped his abusive ass. In college, a former friend tried to have sex with me. I'm also a guy. While I was blackout drunk, he was not drunk. He did that despite knowing I am straight and had a girlfriend at the time. Lucky for me there were some actual friends that stopped him. I passed out once while all my friends were taking shrooms and they stopped a dude from putting his balls on my forehead. I really appreciate that. Rapists fill me with rage. I'm sorry you went through that. You deserve better. Had a whole bunch do it at once. I used to have a group of people I thought were my friends. Because of this, I did a lot for them. I helped them out by working on their projects, supported them, let one stay in my home rent-free when they were in danger of becoming homeless. I did all that for these people, but 2 years in a row, they couldn't be bothered to do something as simple and easy as meet up with me for drinks to celebrate my birthday. Half of them didn't even bother responding to being invited. I've pretty much cut them all out my life now. I'm done being used by those who don't care about me. I was in this situation once. After a few years I looked back and thought to myself how nice it was to have them all gone from my life. The friends I have now are all awesome, genuine people. After convincing me to delete my accounts everywhere and make new ones. After promising me that they'll protect me from my abusive ex. After witnessing everything my ex done to me, and how it scarred me for life, I found out that my best friend was dating my ex behind my back for months, lying about it the whole time. I didn't know who my friend was dating, as they refused to introduce them in person. It turns out they've been dating behind my back a few weeks before my ex broke up with me. The whole thing scarred me to this day. It's been a year and I haven't heard from either of them since, though. Good riddance. Edit, spelling, punctuation. If it's any consolation, sounds like she made her own karma. I have chronic health issues, and my best friend was trying to get me to drive 30 minutes to her house to go swimming when I had to pack to leave town the next day. She kept pushing and pushing, but when she finally realized I wasn't going to agree, she sat back and said, "You wouldn't be any fun even if you had your health." I left and didn't speak to her again. A friend in college had a very mild form of epilepsy. Due to the medication he took, he could not drink alcohol. He really liked some of obscure music that attracted a strange and quite druggy crowd. He was very open about his condition. Yet one of the women in his group of friends openly berated him for not doing drugs. No one really stood up for him. Maybe they realized what a complete piece of shit she was and didn't want to say anything, but who knows. One of my best friends of several years set me up to get robbed for £390, my wallet and my jacket. The guy who robbed me pulled a machete on me and kept it against my neck. I don't really know why they decided they want to do it, but I know from enough people, and just the way it all happened gave me suspicions, telling me it was him that I found out. So naturally I stopped being friends with him, because it was a bit of a dick move and all. I'm all for some dickish pranks and moves and all, but I really begin to draw the line when fucking robbery with a machete happen. She told me to never speak to her again after she learned I was hearing voices. And we never spoke again. I feel compelled to hide my schizophrenia because of people's possible reactions. I've been straight up told that I shouldn't be alive, voting, driving, or even be around people because I'll hurt or kill someone. Statically, we are less likely to hurt others. I've had schizophrenia for a long time, ever since I was 8. If you want to talk, I'm always open to hear. I don't know if I'll ever have the strength to tell my friends about mine. That's very brave. Best friend and ex-co-worker for 5 years. Confided in her and told her about my self-harming, depression and stuff I went through as a child. You can imagine, 2 days later she not only told the whole of my old workplace but told my family too. Absolutely heartbreaking. I started a job once as an IT bloke with one other person. He asked me what my strengths and weaknesses were in IT, so I said what I was good at and what I might need help with. This guy went straight to the big boss and told him that I admitted that I can't do certain things. I said I had no real life experience with certain areas, doesn't mean I can't do them. I was fired on the spot. Found out later that the IT guy was running that many scams at work that he couldn't afford to have another person working there that might uncover what he was doing. I was there a week and knew of one scam he was running. That's horrible. I'm sorry this happened. I hope you're doing better now. My cousin and I were inseparable as teens. He went on his mission, Mormon, and I went to hang out for a few days. When he got back, I was so excited. I got there, paid for all the fun stuff we went out to do, no problem. His childhood friend and I were trying to get him to go for a walk to this cave we used to go to, and he decided to tell me what a piece of trash I am and I'm going to hell because I'm gay. I didn't say a word as I drove him home immediately. I said get out and haven't talked to him in the 8 years since then. Fuck him. People never come back from an LDS mission the same person. I've had friends just straight up stop talking to me, which I guess is a strong indicator that our friendship is over. I've lost friends this way too. After always trying to make plans to meet up, it got tiresome. Friends I've dropped, I just wanted to see first if they would ever reach out to me. Occasionally they would, then a text would go unanswered for a month or 2. That's not a friend to me. Of course I get the text like a year or 2 later after nothing, like where did you go? No thanks. Said I was being a bad friend for not wanting to game after my 6th 10-hour shift that week. I was beyond exhausted and desperately wanted to go to bed. Said friend also called me a little bitch because I was worried that I got my then GF pregnant before this incident. That GF later left me for other reasons, so I decided to start making changes without her holding me back. New job, different living arrangement, started doing more outside of the house, etc. I didn't mean for him to be one of the things left behind, but I've gotten out of that pit and have much better friends now. I was considering moving across the country during college, and mentioned it to my best friend at the time. She started yelling at me, via phone, that I need to get my life together and need to stop sleeping around, and if I continued that when I moved my friend I was moving near would ditch me. Needless to say, I was in shock as I was not sexually active at the time. I hung up and refused to answer her phone calls. As she continued to blow up my phone later in the day, another friend took the phone and proceeded to yell at her. Haven't been in contact since that time and it's been almost 15 years. Haven't missed having someone make me feel bad about my life choices. Did you end up moving? Subscribe for more hot Reddit takes in your inbox, guaranteed.